And again, this is Battlegrounds. For those that don't know, this is a King of the Hill team deathmatch-like game. They're playing on this map. This is the fictional island of Erangel, E-R-A-N-G-E-L. The plane will transit from one side of the map to another, and that squads of 4, in this case, I think we have 14 squads of 4, they will then drop, they'll descend across wherever that plane ends up progressing. They all disappear, and they all disappeared, and we will now go and find the plane. The plane looks to be flying from the southeast in a northwest direction. So I'll go ahead and check it out. And here we are. Here's the plane, and I actually can't go that fast to go across it. But what we're going to see is we're going to see a lot of jumps in the typical areas. Looks like we have, wow, 3, 4, maybe 4 squads that jump from Milta, but going to all these different locations, Milta Power and Substation, to this sort of military base or prison, depending on what you want to call it. Got a few going up to Milta proper. Lots going on in apartments. 3 squads to apartments and school, and maybe a little bit to the north of it. 2 squads to Razak. If not, actually, 1 squad Razak, and then lots of squads to the north. They could either go up to this location, which is the shooting range, or go to Severny. Looks like we have quite a few going to Severny as well. Where we're going to see some action off the break. Well, it seems like each of the squads are making a decision to go to one place or another. And so we may see some action here, though, at shooting range. Let's go check it out. So let's check out Krunken 6, who's going actually a little bit further, maybe going to Severny. I'll check out JDDD. Now I'm going to take a little bit of a free cam and then turn on the X-ray to see where they are. So as you can see, we have 2 different squads that have come around here. With Hexagon Esports solo here and taking him out by JDD as a pistol. He grabbed that M416, but was not fast enough to load it up, even though there was plenty of ammo nearby, as we can see. First kill is done there. Let's check out what else we have, though. We have 2 different squads here at Severny. Oh, it looks like Krunken 6 is just going to pick up his Hexagon Esports buddies. And where are they going to go? Are they going to go to, perhaps, Zarki? No. Or maybe to this southerly set of houses on Severny? Maybe. Don't know. Let's see what other action that we may have unfolding. We have 1 squad, in Razak proper. 1 squad of Yasena Poliana. This stage of the game is really the loot game. It's the game where we're all going to grab items as we go take away the mini-map and actually see what they're doing. They're all going to these houses to grab items because no one starts with any items. And as we can see, we have a number of shotguns being pulled up, some M416s, a pistol here and there. And let's go back up and see if there's any other action going on. We'll see if there's action if we see some flashing indicators going about. But nothing really. He took some damage. Maybe he just fell. But here's the thing, guys. The thing is that the boundary, the boundary of that descends and shrinks is located right on military base. And so everyone's going to have to go south in order to avoid it, or else suffer the consequences of being outside the boundary and dying. They're going to have to go over the bridges and or take a boat or 2. But everyone's really in just we're getting some items mode, trying to tool up for the coming battle. Although it looks as if that I missed that there was a fight here in Lipovka. engaging. And ends up... Wow. Ends up getting... not a knockout. Still trying to engage each other. Holy moly. As they fight through. And it looks like that Mrs. Fernberg ends up taking a kill there. I think that was the entire Hypnotic or Feather Online gaming crew. I think they are all dead now. Whereas Barry, the Scratcher, and Mrs. Fernberg from, you know, end up staying alive. Actually, that's not true. So Barry and, you know, is on Feather Online Gaming, but he's in that squad. Is that right? Doesn't look right. Oh well, let's keep on going. So, as we get a little bit further out, we will check out what else is going on here. Yeah, I'll tell you, no one going military base. Only one person going Novo. I find this surprising. The thing is, maybe someone thought that someone jumped there, but no one's jumped there. Military base is usually one of the best places to get loot. In fact, you almost always get multiple squads there. But I think we'll see, and as we're seeing here with Uranium's, JDD, and Vent, they got to get some vehicles, and they got to get to the south. Now, this squad is named, appropriately, straight up Pachinki. They didn't come from Pachinki, which is right here. But, it's not the counts, I suppose. We are going to start to see some squads engaging each other here, so let's go check out Sudafeld and Mooclear in a Jeep. They're actually doing the smart thing. They actually think that there's going to be, there may be a risk of people camping the bridges. And so they are now, who's driving? Anyone driving? Are they deciding who's driving? Oh, they're driving now. So they're now moving around, and so let's check out what else is going on. They're just going to drive. Some people said, hey, you're focusing too much on the boats, and so I'm going to not focus on the boats. Instead, I'm going to focus on what may come next. I want to say that we may see some engagement, maybe at George Pole, but I feel like that all these folks at George Pole are really just trying to get out of there. They're going to get some loot. They got another minute or so easy before the blue circle begins to descend upon them, and then we'll start seeing some fights. Now, Burseb and Machiavelli are all in the same squad. I don't know what Nizox is doing. I don't know. He's like, maybe they're hedging their bets, perhaps. Whereas Sir Chapper's squad, which is our own squad themselves, are taking a risk. They're saying, we got to go over this bridge. And that's exactly what they're doing. Bridge time. This is Deagle Eye Gamers as they survey where they want to take things out. Now, Machiavelli and Bursab, they're just kind of hanging out in the water. I don't know if I like that, unless they're already tooled up. Whereas we do see Deagle Eye Gamers going up to an area that I particularly like, personally. And that is up in this sort of array. Maybe he's going up there. Nope, they're not going up there. They're actually going to go all the way into the south. They are perhaps assuming they want to hit up maybe this little set of houses here or that set of houses there. Let's go back to the big map and see if there are any other fights that may be unfolding. Do you think there's a loot crate here? Or do you think there is a loot crate? So I'm curious what they're going to get out of the loot crate here. It looks like that Machiavelli's going to take it. So let's see what he gets. Let's see what he gets out of here. He has like an M16 or an M416 and a shotgun. It looks like now that... What is it? What are they taking? AWM, not bad. But they, in order to get any kind of advantage out of it, they got to get back on land. Or, well, they could stay in the water and try to get some sniping. But that's a risky proposition, especially since the circle will engulf them eventually. Let's check out what else we have going on, though, in the rest of the fight. Stevie. What's Stevie doing? Stevie, Scrubblord Gump, and the rest of the crew from Ravens on the Roof. They're not in a great position. They got to fight a vehicle. In fact, Scrubblord Gump has a boat. The problem is, though, is that the boat is only going to be able to take them so far. They go into this water town or Venice to try to get a little bit closer, but that circle is collapsing fast. If they have some medical supplies, they may be able to do something, but they're going to have to grab each other and then get their way back. Hope that there's a vehicle somewhere, a ground vehicle. I don't think them going around the outside edge is going to work. I don't think they're going to have enough time unless they all have a bunch of first aids. We do see a similar strategy going on with Voxic and his crew, 4-man crew in the boats getting around. But what about the rest of the Lapoka crew? What about Vendetta, which is Miss Fernberg, the Scratcher, and Beery on Lapoka? It looks like there are some fights going on. I'm going to go check this out right now. JDD, what are you doing? You're in the water. Whereas Ven is there just hanging out. And Urxetti is there as well, as JD and Urxetti, which are part of Straight Outta Pachinki squad. Maybe they're going to get the jump on Ven and Uraniums, which are all, excuse me, they're all the same squad. That doesn't make any sense. But I'm curious how, how did he get knocked down in the first place? I mean, did they engage somebody? Actually, they may have been engaged from behind them. They see Falco, Infused Primal, Lion KG, all of them located on the north side. Let's see what other action we may see. Lots of boats. But, oh, we got some good fights here. I'm going to go check this out. Maminova is here with the rest of his squad. They got a vehicle that's good, but look at all the vehicles here just running about. In fact, I'm going to see what we can find. In fact, oh, no. Oh, no. Someone flipped their vehicle. Are they going to go after him? Who is this? This is Dabby's. So we have Seaglass and Mami Nova behind them. With this squad. Armed with just a pan. Well, one of them with a pan. We'll see where this takes us. As they all keep on going, let's see what other action may take place. In fact, I'm going to go to Team 1, who's at the beach, trying to take shots against Lion KG and Fuse Primal. Which is red team. But they're not, I mean, it's a 3v4 situation. I mean, yeah, they're all here on the beach, and they got some decent cover, but they really don't have a lot of maneuver. And we'll see that red team already destroyed their vehicle, as they should. Lagzer ends up getting a kill, or getting a knockout on Fuse Primal. Boy, they're in trouble. And again, they are not inside the circle. So, I mean, even if they were able to finish this fight, they're not in a great position unless they can somehow get in this vehicle. In fact, Lagger says, "No, I'm just gonna swim it." And so he's gonna swim it all the way over the next location. Falco, who is on red team, is there as well. But Bigsby and GZ, who's also part of red team as well. They're all there. Trying to get some shots, but ooh, this audio is horrendous. Let's go ahead and change that to something different. Is this like a bug? Oh man, I hope this is not a bug, or else this audio is going to be unnerving. I really hope this is not the case. There it goes. Okay. It's fixed, guys. So let's just check out what else we have in terms of players. We may have some interesting action here with these two squads. We have Hide on Bush as one, and then we have Smart, Costin Rules 1, and TDG Dabbles. I actually don't know what team they're a part of. Let's see if we can find that out. They are taking hits, though. Let's see what Kylank sees. Yeah, they are engaging them. Kylank's got myself he's got an M16 with a 4X and a suppressor. That's a good combination. But he's also got a car? Really? That looks good, but will he be able to get any kills with it? He's one. Engaging. And unfortunately, sometimes the first person doesn't work out that well. So let's go check out what else we can see. So this squad, TDG Dabbles, Costume Rules, and Smart, is 8th World squad. Fighting up against Hide on Bush. They're just going to kind of peek on out. And the thing is, that with the circle as big as they are, they got time. They don't need to engage quickly. But I would like to see what's going on with Slav Squad, Mastris, and a doozy. Gotten shots on Sudafed. No, Sudafil? That's right. So again, this is sort of Nick and Nonks here, looking at crazy Craxon. Rest of his squad pushing up to the north, getting right in the middle. This area that they're in right now is actually not bad when you consider that you have lots of topography in your advantage. You have lots of trees, and if you know the circle is going to be in this area, you can hold it up, especially if you've got good loot. And they got a Car 98, they got a M416 AK. 2 M416s. Let's see what other action may take place, though. Now, I'm curious. Lion KG and Falco. From Red Team. All alone, and they're just trying to run it, but they're gonna run right into this guy, and will they end up getting killed? No, they did some damage, though. But they're out of there as fast as they could. But they'll run into another set here in just a bit with Hexagon Esports, perhaps. Now, Hexagon is already moving southward. But Red Team is going to be able to avoid them, hopefully, unless they get sniped. No, nothing there. Although I am curious what General Kelmsor and his squad from Last Seek are going to do, because there is a vehicle coming their way. No, actually, Lion KG and Falco from Red Team are just going to swim it. They're just going to swim it. But what about Team 1? 3 of their guys are still up. They're boating it. But I'm curious. They're in this boat. They're going to go to Novo, clearly. You have red team that's just swimming their way there. Now, if red team gets over there and ends up doing a 180, they'll actually see this squad, the Hexagon Esports guys, right on their tail. Right on their tail. And likewise, we have Mr. Tommy Mixer's squad, Tryhard squad, all in sort of this edge. I mean, this is not a good position to be in. I mean, it's very hard to swim this unless you got some meds and such. But look at the location of this circle, edging between military base and Novo. However, Slav squad in one of my favorite positions within Battlegrounds. This is the radio tower. It's got decent loot for for a duo squad, but boy, it's got high ground everywhere else. And you can just peek it and peek it and peek it. And see, they have a Car 98. They got an AK. Master's got a Scar. I like this position because even if it's not in the circle, you can descend. You have the high ground, and you can engage that way. It looks like there's a fight here. We're going to go to Proct NV, who is engaging somebody. C-Villain, who's just running. He's just running. C-Villain is in Deagle Eye Gamers. And No King Arthur, his buddy, is bleeding out. He's left a man behind, but if you want to get the points, you got to stay alive. And that's what he's doing. But he is in a somewhat vulnerable position. Now, Infused Primal, going to him, he, has the rest of the red team up. But his other red team guys just got on this edge. In fact, I'm actually really curious if they're going to be able to snipe anyone that's coming over. We can see that. Ooh, actually, we're gonna go to the. We're going to go to Seek last team because this squad is actively engaging someone. So let's go check this out right now. They took out one guy from Hexagon. But are there other guys from Hexagon up? Doesn't look like it. I actually missed that, guys. I apologize. I don't know what Mr. Tommy Mixer's squad's going to be doing, given Tryhard squad, given they are so far away. Unless they got a lot of meds, they are not going to be in good shape. I'm really interested to see what Uranium does here because as Dradon, Toast, Proct, and V and Voxic push up, they may be exposed. Although this ridgeline may work to their advantage, potentially. And we'll zoom in and kind of, so again, there's a ridgeline right here, and so they may not be that exposed, but Arcetti and Uraniums are holding it down straight up a chinky, trying to look things up. And it looks as if that Arcetti on the car only has a 2x. That isn't great, but sometimes you got to do it. Now, the white circle is real close. In fact, I'm going to go and we're going to check out Kai Lank, who ends up, looks like, taking out one. I mean, this is such an interesting position. You have one squad the far south. You have another squad in the middle. You have a third squad that's sort of on this ridge line. And I will try to show this from a free cam perspective. I mean, look at this. You have all these squads all pushing up the top. We'll kind of circle around and check this out. In fact, Nizox and Verseb are really just hiding. They're hiding. They know this is going to be a shit show. So why not? And they are from Team Seek Last, the other Last Seek team. Let's see what other action may be transpiring. Lion KG and Falco from Red Team may be pushing up on Shiznat, Sudafid, Mooclair, and Crazy Kraxon. Which is Nikanonks, a South African team. Waiting, but they see him. Oh, ends up taking a shot. Gets Gets one knockout. Oh, look at that. Lion KG. Snapping it. Let's check out Falco's perspective. Falco is still on the barrier, so he's got to get in quickly. But he's going to see some folks the moment he starts pushing up, whereas Lion KG is already in the shit here. Going back to Falco. Falco engaging one, killing one. I know this is a little bit unnerving, so we'll just go ahead and go a little to a free cam. And he's flanking around, and this is going to be good, I think. As he pushes into him, he's got a little bit of health left, but now he's going to be able to start engaging him. Look at that positioning. He's just waiting for them to peek. Back up just a little bit. He's waiting. He's waiting. Does he have the aim? Does he have a shot? No, he's waiting for it. I think the ridge line is covering them as Falco, who's last on his squad, by the way, isn't able to gauge. Let's go ahead and go to more action here. Let's go ahead and check out Slav Squad. One of their guys, Quickies, got knocked out, but he's getting pulled back up. Let's see what other action we going. We have Team 1's Laggers, who's now flanked General Kelmsord in the last Seek Squad, or Seek last squad. Sees one, ends up taking some good shots as he ends up just keeps on getting some knockouts and kills. Lots of action going on. In fact, I'm now going to go to free cam because this is going to get even more intense. We have Veron, who's again taking shots at the last Seek. Guys, Progden V is not on the same team though. He's sort of just hanging out all by himself. But also gets knocked out. Let's go check out Kai Lang. Ends up engaging Nizox, who was camping the entire time, but cleans it up. Now pushing up on last Seek squad. 24 alive. Going to Exeti, who Ven and Uranium's together. Engaging Drayden. Some great shots, but Arceti is super low. Where is Uranium's running around? But unfortunately, the wall's right behind him. Arceti gets taken out by Vorsic. Uranium last one up. Let's go ahead and keep on going to Team 1. Laggers. He's trying to get his buddy up, but there's one right above him. He just keeps on pushing. Here we go. Ooh, nice job. Laggers on that one. Now trying to push up the next one, but he is barely in the circle. 7 kills thus far. 7 kills. Healing up. And let's go ahead and check out the next one. Let's go to a doozy. A doozy from Slav Squad also gets knocked out. Guys, this is coming close to the end here. Where we have Team 1 who's held out thus far. Going to Pro Losco. Pro Losco's Team Ravens on the roof. They have 2 up. But only 40 seconds until the squad descends yet again. Sees one, taking out, fighting Crazy Craxton. Sudafeld also up there as well. Sudafeed. Is it just Sudafied? I don't know. He's dead regardless. Taken out by Ant-Man. Seeing what other action may be up here. Eighth World Gaming actually has this position up here on, that's slightly below the tower. But as we can see, Laggers is engaging Craxton. But don't shoot your own. Don't shoot your buddy. Don't shoot your buddy. Laggers with 8 kills. Wow. Team 1 just annihilating them. This is now only 4 squads remaining. Laggers here's Stoops above him. Now, Stoops is going to have to jump, but will he be able to engage? No! Gets annihilated by Team 1. It's now three left, going to Dabbles, who's hugging up on that last building. But they're going to all have to move in that building just as easily. Going back to Laggers again, who's taking some shots. Gets a hit with that suppressed car. He's low. They got a minute till they got to heal on up. And Crazy Craxton just hanging out. And a good third. I'm going to go free cam to see what action we can see. Craxton just hanging on out, but it's a 2v4v1 situation. Let's go check out what's going on with Smart. "30 seconds before the circle begins to descend. They all have to go across the street. They all need to heal on up. I like how Craxton is just hanging out. Oh, but Craxton, as he runs, ends up getting taken out. It's now only one squad versus another. Oh, but Ant-Man. I keep going to Ant-Smart. It's not right. Ant-Man gets taken out. Oh, my goodness. Costume Rules is the last one up on this team. And if he gets taken out, it's going to be the end. And it is. Team 1 ends up winning round 3. Team 1 winning round 3. Number 2 comes in 8th World Gaming. Number 3, Crazy Craxton, who really survived a long time with Nuclear and Sudafed. Shiznaz, I am so bad at pronouncing these. Sorry, guys. That is Team Nicky Knox. Prolosco, Scrublord Gump, Stoops, and Stevie. Of course, from Ravens on the Roof. And then Slab Squad, number 5th. 5th place. And that is the end of round 3, our last round for today.